Welcome in, Aries. Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. Let's get to your message. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so take what doesn't, leave the rest. I also want to mention that I have made some sea glass dragonflies here floating above. I don't know if you can see them well enough to bring in the energy that is the dragon, which is the dragonfly, which is our uniqueness and our unique paths and transformative paths, our transformative unique paths. This week, I'm also doing all love reads here, so that's why I've noted the heart here. And we'll start out with a love sentiment. Yours happens to be from Henry David Thoreau. There is no remedy for love but to love more. I love it. So let's get into this, Aries. So far out on the table, you have 5 of Cups and you have the Tower. And I feel you saying, look, we're Aries. We want to talk about other things. Okay, first of all, not all of you don't want to talk about love. And maybe it's good for you, secondly. And thirdly, it feels like we need to talk about it because maybe it's an area of your life that you haven't focused in on or made a priority. I feel like some of you have had some rough times and are saying no more. And I feel like some of you have had just a few rough times and then you're like, I'm done with this. 9 of Wands is out here. So Spirit is saying maybe you quit on this too early. For many of you, it's been an exhausting road and it's really not your cup of tea, I'm hearing. Okay, but it is a message of peace and love. So let's get into it. Okay. That is going to be the priority. Peace and love. 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the Hangman. Peace and love is Ringo Starr. He likes to use that phrase. I worked with him on a project and I remember that clearly. And I thought it was so succinct and really nice. The Hangman, the 2 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. This message is hang out. Think this through. Don't give up just yet. What you were juggling were a bunch of egos, or you were juggling your own ego, or you were juggling a version of you in the love arena that didn't serve you and is not really you. Like, I feel like you're more tender than that, but you came across as kind of hard or tough. Like, you will not hurt me. And Spirit is saying sometimes, and this one's tricky, you have to just go at it as, this is how I feel. I am being vulnerable. And then see what transpires. But I'm also being reminded the only way that works is if you show up authentically. If you show up like this isn't going to work, you're putting that energy into the situation. If you show up as you will not hurt me, you're putting that energy into the situation. If you show up as, by comparison, this is who I am, I'm really into this, let's see where this goes, I'm open, I'm vulnerable, I'm open, this is me. Then you give yourself good odds. Okay. Okay, and I'm trying to think like an Aries because I have some in my family and I know they're persuaded by odds. Okay, 6 of Wands. You're going to have success here. It depends on how you show up though. And show up as you. You're royalty. You're beautiful. Don't show up with fear. Show up with fierce. That's how you are. But not fierce that pushes people away. You will not hurt me. Fierce in that I'm so strong, I can be vulnerable. 3 of Wands out here. Big things coming in for you. Big things trying to come in for you. Okay? Big things trying to come in for you in the way of love. Big surprises. You may be very much surprised by what's coming in. Somebody's dealing with lower back pain. And the note here from Spirit is everything is connected in the body. This could be emotional, where you're carrying your emotional pain is lower back pain, but also work the lower back for head issues and vice versa. There's a lot of connection there too. More messages for our Aries. Well, that's a lot right off the bat, okay? In the area of love, we're talking about 9 of Pentacles, okay? This is individual energy. I've done well, all on my own. But there is an element here of, I'd like somebody to join me. I may keep that quiet. I don't talk about it that much. It's in my head more so than anything. But I would like someone to join me. And I do feel like you are saying, and my authentic me, where I'm comfortable being just who I am. Maybe you've been so successful here, Aries, that you're under the impression people like you for your success, not for you. Judgment. You're judging the situations before they unfold if you're thinking that. You definitely are very protected. You're trying to protect yourself, in other words. And a lot of eyes are on you, so you feel like you have to be very discerning when you get into your flow. But I feel like once you get into your flow and you trust somebody, you can really go great guns and just be all in, all out, all everything, just all you. Wrapped up in that energy, just very happy. You're maybe thinking about it too much. And there is a definite need to protect yourself. 3 of Swords and 7 of Wands, okay? Because there has been heartbreak here, things that haven't worked out. We did talk about them. We saw them early on. Situations in love that didn't work out. But again, I feel like you came at it with a sense of this isn't going to work out. Like maybe one time you showed up authentically and it didn't work. And then forever after, ask yourself honestly, have you been showing up with the attitude of this isn't going to work out before you even really give it a chance? Also, I'm hearing be careful with your selections here because you may be going after something flashy and shiny, and we remember that not everything that glitters is gold. And maybe that's why, like, pay attention. This is heavy duty in this read. Pay attention to the way your body reacts to a person because your body will tip you off. If you're feeling uncomfortable around them, it's not the good mix. And if you're not showing up with what you want to attract, remember that. That's very important. To show up as what you want to attract. Not in a way that's wearing a mask, but in a way that is true. And in your truth, you see that in others. 2 of Cups, soulmate energy. Yeah, who is this soulmate? Romantic soulmate energy that's healthy for you is what I'm hearing. The Lovers. Okay. Turning on the gas now. Here we go. Turning up the energy, turning up the vibe. Here you go, Aries. You want to talk about this. Who is this person? They're gonna mirror you. Look at this. These 2 cards are mirroring each other. Look at how the people are mirroring each other. So into each other. And the 10 of Cups happens to be your happily ever after. Looking deep into one another's eyes. A lot of happiness here. A lot of tenderness here. Lot of out of this kind of grim thought about this topic comes the ability for when you come together to work on hopes, wishes, dreams that may be very similar, and definitely getting into that flow. Like you're not only in your flow, but you're very comfortable there. There's a level of calm here. Happiness. And together achieving some hopes, wishes, dreams. There is some fire here, some passion. And I see overlooking all of it is that same kind of in the back of your mind, making sure that you are protected. So yeah, work on that. I mean, that's fair. That's going to be something you have to just work at. I do see it present even with the right partner. Okay, Two of Swords is out here now. This trusting yourself and trusting another is going to be a turning point for you. Spirit says, okay, even if this doesn't work out, it's still a way to go at this topic in your life, these situations in life, because eventually it works. The way you go at it now, a defensive and assuming it's not going to work without it even getting off the ground, is a guaranteed failure. And also something about speaking what you want in a relationship, particularly for those who are resonating with the feminine energy. Because some of you I'm seeing are a little bit hesitant in that area. 9 of Swords out here. Remember that the worry that you have about this topic is not all, but largely something you've created, self-imposed, that you have the power to walk away from this. And this read has talked about that too. I'm not saying there's nothing there. I'm saying you have the power to elevate that worry or subdue that worry. 4 of Wands. For some of you, this will turn into an engagement. This card talks about engagement. This card talks about family. This card talks about celebrations. Absolutely, the energy is very positive. We'll ask again, who is this person? For our Aries, the High Priestess in the reverse. This is somebody who doesn't trust themselves either. They've had a similar road as you. They've had a hard go of it. And even though they do have good instincts, they're going to be in a very similar demeanor as you, where they're just a little bit hesitant. What's the advice here, Spirit? And their hesitancy, I'm hearing, is you may have a tendency to jump to a conclusion that they're being sneaky or they're being secretive, and you can't trust them because you've run into something similar. But just keep your mind open to the fact that it might be none of those things, and just that they too are a little cautious due to some bad situations they've been in love. Wheel of Fortune is sideways. So do we close out this cycle and start a new one? This is fate. Is it fated or not? What's the Wheel of Fortune sideways here, Spirit? Is luck on your side with the new person coming in, or do you feel like it isn't? The World on the side. Page of Cups. You meet this person in an unconventional way. They bring out a lot of playful energy for you. But you still question, like, is this it? Is this the person? Do I close out kind of the negative talk about this subject and move into a positive realm here? Is this good luck now, this person coming in? Listen to your spirit team. They are trying to be big and boisterous here for you, giving you the downloads. Ask for them. Ask for the downloads. Ask your spirit team. Ask the divine. Is this my person? How will I know? Open up my mind to this. Help me in this area. If you don't know how you want to show up, ask. How should I show up? Speak to me about how I authentically show up in this area. Maybe some of you are confused. Things haven't worked out. You've approached it a variety of different ways, a variety of different yous. Meditation for sure will help with this. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Don't look back. Absolutely. Don't look back at what has happened. Try and clean the slate here. Brand new, brand new. Try and go at it as you are brand new to the love scene, okay? I think this person is going to be very stylish. Beautiful, male or female, very stylish. They might be quiet at first, but beneath, they're pretty fiery, actually. They're pretty spicy. The Star, the 8 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. For some of you, Spirit is saying you're holding back on this wish of yours to find the right person, to really be fully in where love is concerned. And instead, you're going light. You're holding yourself back from the true blue here, and you're just keeping it light and partying. But I don't think that's where you really want to be. Person could have long hair, male or female. This person could also hold back like you do and appear to be party when that is not what they want. They want to be in a serious relationship. The Fool is out here, the King of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. When what they really want to do is take a leap with someone who's emotionally available and emotionally stable. But they too have shut down, and I feel like that is a wish of yours as well, and you're mirroring them in that you have shut down on finding that. Eight of Cups out here now. Walk away from the notion that spirit, your spirit team, are not still helping you with this. They know this is a big wish of yours. I feel like you have maybe 4 or 5 main ones, and this is one of them. Run toward the knowing that this is coming in. That this is all around you, that opportunities are all around you. Now, there is a note here. I'm kidding. A note from Spirit. There is a note here of you're all around people, both you and this person. Maybe this is a large social group that you're crossing over with here. If not, if you're not crossing over yet, you both are doing similar things where you're in groups with a lot of people. And you're acting like, yay, I'm keeping it light. But in reality, both of you want, we discussed this, the one and only, okay? Or the one true soulmate energy that's very important. And the side note here is recognize that you are around a bunch of people. So you may choose wrong a couple of times before you get it right. But you're going to get it right if you stay open to it. If it doesn't work and you quit, you're not getting anywhere, okay? stay open to it. That it's nearby, it's in your vicinity, it's close. Page of Wands and Justice in the reverse. And by close, I feel like in the next couple of months, it reveals itself. And you may trip up maybe next week, or you may hit gold next week. But there is something here about you could trip up with a few before you get to the real match, real good divine match, because there's so many people in the mix. But I feel like it's around you in the next few months. It becomes very clear to you. I see you're very tired, though. Yeah, this topic can tire a person out. No judgment, just a thought. Okay, so Justice here now, Page of Wands. Yeah. Try and keep the in and out activity, the light, I'm keeping it light, activity to a minimum, because it really throws off your balance and it makes you appear like a different person. You know, you may be coming across as party, for an example. You're coming across as something that you don't want to attract. And I think they are too. Like, you'd be very surprised if you sit down with this person and, you know, they can be honest. And again, you or they have a little bit of a problem. The feminine energy here has a little bit of a problem with stating what they want. But they know what they want and you know what you want. And when you get to the point where you can verbalize that, then I see that you could be potentially very surprised at what this person says, because they act a little bit differently. They act kind of nonchalant and light-hearted about love, when in reality, they really want something deep, like you. Queen of Wands, at the bottom of the deck here. You're going to be very attracted to them. There's going to be a lot of attraction here. That's one way of knowing. They want to get in the flow with someone just like you do. And they too may be burnt out on this topic, but they are still not giving up. They do still see happiness here for themselves. Maybe not how to get there, but they do see at the end of the road for them, this has been a confirmed happiness. And they are also trying to manifest you in. Like I said, they're clear on what they want. You're clear on what you want. I see that it comes in. I see that it's around you. Do your research on people I'm hearing. You know, if you're talking to a bunch of people in this group setting, start maybe talking to them alone here and there. Get a better sense of who you're really dealing with on the side. Because, yeah, something definitely wants to blossom here. For sure. Use your intellect, use your intuition. And that's something they're going to have to work on, is their intuition, because they're not using it. Let's grab a charm. Aries in love. I love it. Okay, here's the key. And the key is, oh my goodness, the key is what? It was hooked to the dragonfly tail, and we started out with the dragonfly. Our own unique path. Our own unique transformative path. That's what you're on right now. And that was the energy I tried to set early on. And dog bone. Loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty here. That is what you will uncover. One moment, please. Thanks for your patience through that break, through that pause. Remembering as we wrap up here that your love note was, there is no remedy for love, but to love more. Henry David Thoreau. That's your message, Aries. I hope you've liked it. I hope you found it helpful. If you have, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.